What's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate 2 Reviews. Hope you guys are doing well, find some good deals right now. Now, I've covered a lot of the in-store deals, but I want to expand a little bit more to some online deals because not everyone is close to every possible store. There are a lot of stores like Northern Tool that aren't really everywhere. But of course, Amazon is something that most people have access to, so Amazon is going to have some huge Black Friday deals, but be careful, they're not going to have a deal on every single brand. So check this out. I'm on Amazon right now. I just typed in power tools, and you're going to find a ton of results. Of course, it says over 30,000 results for power tools. Now, when you look for power tools on Amazon, you want to be careful what brands to shop for. So if we're talking about some of the more, well-known brands like DeWalt and Makita, they actually have authorized stores on Amazon that sell the tools directly. So DeWalt has one, Makita has one, Black & Decker actually has one, and Craftsman has one. Now, be careful. Two brands like Milwaukee and Ryobi, they are not authorized sellers on Amazon. Remember, Ryobi is only authorized to sell from Home Depot or a direct tools outlet. Those are some of them actually have stores that are in very specific parts of the country or online. Buying Ryobi on Amazon does not get you a warranty. This is stuff that's been bought and is now being resold on Amazon. This is not directly from Ryobi. Same goes for Milwaukee. Milwaukee has mentioned in the past that Amazon is not an authorized reseller. There is absolutely no one on Amazon that is supposed to be selling Milwaukee tools. However, you're still going to find it on here. If you click on this tool here, this Milwaukee Power Tool Combo Kit here, check this out. If I go here, and it says brand Milwaukee, that is not a store that is selling Milwaukee. That's just someone reselling the Milwaukee stuff. Because if I were to go over to, say, like DeWalt here, and if I go to this cordless inflator, check this out. I can go right to the DeWalt store, and that is from DeWalt, selling right here on Amazon. So be really careful about that when you search for Amazon deals on what you're going to find. Make sure you're buying it from an authorized seller on Amazon, preferably, actually the brand themselves. So there's going to be tons of brands of power tools on. Skill is also an excellent power tool brand. I'll cover that a little bit later in the video. But you're going to find a lot of stuff on here. You're also going to find some brands that you may be a little cautious about. Like, check this out. We got Garden Joy here. My cordless power drill set. Got some sockets, some bits, some safety glasses here. These are going to be pretty hit and miss. There's a lot of stuff here. Jar Owl here with a tool kit and a drill built in there for 80 bucks. Comoware. A lot of this stuff is, super similar to each other, but it's mostly just, resellers, selling the stuff off that's been rebranded 100 times. So the stuff is actually, I've actually got a few of this stuff sent to me in the past from different brands off Amazon. Some of the stuff, can be decent. Some of the stuff can be pretty bad. But I would say, be really cautious about it before buying this stuff because you do get what you pay for when it comes to tools. You're not, getting an awesome drill that's 40 bucks with all these sockets, all these bits. It's really not that awesome of a deal. So just be aware of that. However, when it comes to things like, smaller rotary tools, things like this, that can really be a totally decent tool. Even for 20 bucks, the amount of toolkit you get, amount of the, stuff you get in this kit is actually decently worth it. It's almost like you're getting the tool for free here. So just be aware of that whenever you're looking at, tool deals on here. Make sure you're checking out, the brands. Don't always believe the reviews, of course. There's always, I've already heard about, them buying reviews and stuff. I don't know how common that is on Amazon. But just be aware of that before you go buy anything on Amazon. That seems like a really, really good deal. If you're looking to, the major brands, you're probably going to be decently well off there. Of course, check us out. We're seeing more Ryobi, more Milwaukee on here. That is not going to come with a warranty. It's not an authorized reseller here on Amazon. So let's move forward here a little bit. Let's check out some DeWalt. We're going to have some deals popping up here. And what I like to do whenever I like to look for deals on Amazon, I just did my Black Friday shopping a couple of minutes ago, just finished that up. Didn't really buy any tools, but I was buying just some random things I need for doing videos and just random stuff I need around the house. But always the best thing to do is check this out. So we're checking out this DeWalt 20 volt max here. This is a impact driver. Shows on sale from $149 to $107. Now, if I go to, say, a website like Camel, I can leave a link to this in the description below. But make sure you check out these websites. Don't trust Amazon ever when they say, oh, it's on sale, it's the lowest price ever. Check this out. If I go to Camel, what you do is you copy and paste the link to that item into Camel, and it shows you the current price of the item and then the lowest price that it's ever been at. So check this out. The lowest price that drill or that impact has ever hit is $89.70. But if we look here, we see the dips in the graph there. We see where it's actually dipped and stayed for a couple days. So it's been around, like, what is that, around $98, $100, somewhere in that range. And it's dipped down pretty low. So it's definitely not the lowest price it's been at. It's an okay deal, but if you want to wait on it, I would say wait on that, and maybe it'll drop down again as we get closer to actually Black Friday. Even on Black Friday, it might drop even lower. So definitely be well aware of that. As we get a lot of deals will pop up, and it might look like a good deal, but really it's not that great of a deal at all. So just be aware whenever you're finding stuff online to make sure you cross-shop that on something like Camel to ensure that you're actually getting a great deal. Now we're going to find, of course, a lot of, the $99 impact kits on Amazon. You're pretty much going to find one from every single brand out there. Going to be the same thing as like Home Depot or Lowe's. My only thing that I would consider, of course, is if you got to return it for any reason, it's going to be a little easier at Home Depot. But unlike Home Depot, Amazon's got that 5% off on their Amazon credit card. So you save an extra 5% off Amazon. So it's some of those little things, that can help you save a little bit more on Amazon versus, say, Home Depot. Just like Lowe's, that extra 5% off with their credit card gives a little bit of an edge to Amazon and Lowe's there over Home Depot. Now, one thing I will say, check this out. I have seen this a number of times only on Amazon. A lot of these drill and impact kits you see right here. The standard going price for Makita, DeWalt, and Milwaukee is all about $3.99 for a basically one of their top end drill and impact kits with like two 5 amp hour batteries, and they're always around $400. Sometimes they include a free tool here and there. Right now there's some of those going out at Home Depot, but you can often find kits like this that are much cheaper. I'm not sure how Amazon's doing it exactly, but if you don't want the free tool or the free battery, whatever they're offering right now, you can buy just that kit at actually a decent discount once in a while. So I've seen these pop up once in a while on Amazon. I'm going to go to the Makita next and we'll look at that Makita stuff. There's actually a number of those in the Makita section. So always worth checking that out. If you're just looking for, not the free BOGO tool deals, you don't ever find those on Amazon. They're always at Home Depot or Lowe's. But one thing to be aware of is to definitely check out those, when they take away those BOGO deals, you get a bit of a discount on the regular tool then. So of course you're going to find, a lot of bits on here, a lot of metal cutting blades. There's always going to be a ton of accessories. I will say one thing that I do find a decent deal on quite often is like accessories for a lot of the bigger brands. Something like this goggle here is going to be not a bad deal at $12. I checked on Camel just to make sure it's actually a decent deal, but free 1-day delivery at $12, pretty awesome deal. Here is another awesome deal. I believe this is also at Lowe's as well too. It's a 2-pack of 4s, 2-pack of 2s for 4 batteries total, $159. It's telling you lowest price in 30 days, which is probably pretty true. Also comes with, a free overnight delivery, so you get it right in the morning too. That is one of the best battery deals out there right now for 4 batteries. Just an awesome deal from DeWalt. And just remember, as we move in closer to Black Friday, we're going to see a lot more stuff pop up on here. So if you're looking for, like, say one item in particular, let's say looking for this DeWalt FlexVolt Advantage grinder right now, what I would do if I'm looking for a deal on this is I would just add it to my cart and let it sit in the cart and kind of wait for Amazon to notify you, or just check back at least once a day and see if that price ever does drop. So that's what you can do, pretty quick to not have to be checking something all the time. Just add it to your cart, wait for Amazon to tell you, hey, yeah, it's going on sale right now. Now you jump on it. So that's my suggestion for DeWalt. Let's move on now to Makita. And I buy a lot of Makita tools. I wouldn't say you get a lot of stuff off Amazon, but the more obscure the tool is, generally the better deal I can find on it. And I'll give you an example. If I go to Makita here, I'm going to go 36 volt Makita, because the Makita 36 volt stuff is not in stores very often. So check this out. We've got the Makita. This is the XBU02 kit. This comes with two 5 amp hour batteries. This is actually a pretty decent deal. If I search this toolkit on Google right now, I'm kind of curious what I'm going to find for the pricing on this. Let's see here. If I go to, say, Home Depot, yeah, it's $279 at Home Depot right now. So you are going to get a bit of a deal on that. And yep, look at it right there. You can see right below there, it's $279. So that's actually a fantastic deal. You're not going to find it at Home Depot right now for a Makita 36 volt. Now this Makita chainsaw here, 408, that's about the going price right now for it. But I've seen that drop down to like 320, and right here's actually a great example. Zach just picked this up about 2 months ago, I would say now, and this has always been at 399. It's kind of hovered in between 350, 380, but it dropped to 320 for like 2 weeks straight. That's when Zach grabbed his off Amazon, and for 4 or 5 amp hour batteries, that's an awesome deal. As long as you get that, when you get that 3 or 36 volt string trim as well too. You're going to find, some of the Makita renewed stuff on here as well too, and you're going to find a lot of the 36 volt stuff you can't even buy online anymore, like the brushless reciprocating saw kit here too for 315 bucks. So there's a lot of stuff on here to find. That will be, like the hot water kettle. I think that's at Home Depot as well too, but cool to see it here on Amazon. It's just not something you find in store really ever. And when it comes to Makita, I always say the more obscure, the better off you are finding a good deal on Amazon. So we got a few other things on Amazon here. They've always had this bit set here. It looks like it's always on sale. It's really not. I checked on Camel. It's actually dropped down to, I think, like $22, $18 range before, so not the best deal there. And then also, don't be tricked by something like this. Check this out. $200 for a 36 volt saw kit with 2 5s. Looks like a great deal. However, though, pretty much everywhere else is actually offering that free 5 amp hour batteries with it. So this looks like a good deal on paper here, but if you buy it at Home Depot, or you buy, I actually don't think it's available at Home Depot right now, but if you buy it at like Tool Nut, Tool Barn, CPO right now, they all have it for 200 bucks. You get a bonus pack of 5 amp hour batteries with it, so you get 2 more 5s for the same exact price. So be careful, and I always say, definitely cross-shop a lot of these deals on other stores. Always worth doing that to find the best deal there. Stuff like this, the new inflator, that's actually a pretty good deal. That's a bit more expensive at Home Depot than it is on Amazon. There's one tool I bought recently. Let's see if I can find it here on Amazon. It was the 18 volt planner. I just did a little bit of a review on that, and that actually was really cheap on Amazon. I think I only paid like $100 for it. Yeah, right here. Here's the planner. I only paid about, I think it was like 101 when I got it on Amazon. It dropped down in price. It wasn't like even advertising like a sale. It was just showing 101. And I'm looking on like at Home Depot, and I'm like, wow, this thing is a great deal. So always worth, kind of glancing at Amazon once in a while. But right now, with a lot of the Black Friday deals, you're going to find a lot of cool stuff on here pop up really quick. So definitely worth taking a look at Amazon for some of these deals, seeing what you can find, and definitely make sure to cross-shop them as well, too. All right, let's move on to a really popular brand here on Amazon. This is Skill. They are also available at Lowe's, but the majority of the awesome deals you're going to find are going to be on Amazon. So check this out. You've got, some laser levels, a blower, all awesome deals here, but some of your best deals are actually going to be in these combo kits here. Well, even actually a 20 volt chainsaw kit as well, too. That's pretty cool. Let's check that out as well. So just check this combo kit out. We've got two 2 amp hour batteries. We have a circular saw, a light, a drill, and a reciprocating saw. Looks like my Honey app is telling me that's actually a pretty good price drop. 129 bucks. I mean, that's at near like Ryobi level pricing for an actually, I'd say it's upper mid-range, maybe mid-range, lower mid-range, somewhere in the mid-range here. I haven't really used Skill too much myself, but I've heard really good stuff about the Skill brand of tools, and this is an awesome deal right now. There's going to be a lot of these deals going on in the Skill range. So let's check out that chainsaw too. That's a fantastic deal. That's a 12-inch chainsaw. Looks like it's a top handle. Comes with a 4 amp hour battery. This is the 20 volt line, just like the combo kit that I was looking at before. Awesome deal. Let's check out the Skill store too. There's a lot of stuff going on with Skill right now that's happening, and if you want to check out a lot of the tool deals, you're going to find a lot of the deals are going to be just by searching for the stuff on Amazon. You're you're not necessarily going to find all the deals on the, if you go up here to early Black Friday deals. That was what I clicked on to find the skill stuff, and that's all I really got from skill. Even though there's probably got a lot more stuff happening, always worth kind of checking out what else you can find. So let's move on to some hand tools. I have the Amazon brand. Ooh, actually I just finished loading up here with skill. Let's see if there's any other deals happening right now on skill other than what I've saw there. Let's see here. Got a couple of best sellers. I mean, look at this. We got a jigsaw kit here. 2 amp hour battery charger, 80 bucks. I mean, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, you're going to spend $100 on just the tool alone. So great deal here from Skill. A couple outdoor power tools. They actually have a mower too at Lowe's, which is pretty neat. But kind of, I would say, check for Skill. If you're looking for a tool you're not necessarily going to use a ton, but you still want the tool, it's worth checking out Skill a little bit here. But anyways, let's get back to some hand tools. We have the Amazon brand Denali. Now, I will say, when it comes to the Amazon brand, I've heard pretty good stuff about Amazon brands so far, but the one concern that kind of haven't really, can't really answer the question for it just yet is how well is the warranty. So check this out. The product is covered by the hand tool limited lifetime warranty. Now, that's cool, but how long is Amazon going to stock this? When it comes to, Amazon making tools, they're probably going to get rid of this, in the next couple months. They're going to find another supplier for it. They're going to have a whole different type of, tool. Are they actually going to cover this? Is it if you break it and you come back 3 years later, it's a lifetime warranty, are they going to say, oh, we don't make that one anymore? Sorry, too bad. Or are they going to stand behind it and give you a new model? I'm not sure. I'd like to see some people comment on that. I'm kind of waiting to hear back what's going on with that. Before I, say, hey, the Amazon brand stuff is going to be excellent. So really curious to see what's going to go on there before I say, hey, Amazon branded Denali stuff is pretty cool, because it's not, like a DeWalt or Milwaukee or Makita stuff where they're all making the same stuff in-house. What Amazon's doing here is they are literally just contracting out all these tools. I'm not going to say the lowest bidder, but these don't look like top-end power tools to me here. That looks like a pretty flimsy reciprocating saw right there. And then I'm sure a lot of the hand tools are going to be in varying degrees of quality. There might be some really good hand tools, might be some really bad hand tools. So until, this brand really gets kind of fleshed out, we won't really know too much. But it's kind of cool to see this from Amazon, kind of see what's happening here, and something to keep an eye on, as we get in the future here. All right, so let's check out some more hand tools. If you just type in hand tools on Amazon, here's what's going to pop up. Always be careful about this. I mentioned before, check this DeWalt impact socket, 23 piece, not a bad deal there. Sounds like a good deal. Wow, $39 from $82. I checked that on Camel just before I started this video, and the lowest that's ever gone is actually $35. So it's still sort of a deal if you want it, but not the best deal out there. So just be aware of that. One thing I wanted to mention too are these universal sockets. Now, some people have said they're amazing, some people have said they're terrible. I'll just kind of clear those up for a minute here from what I've used myself personally. They're great for, eyelet bolts, odd shaped things, but don't put a lot of torque on these things. Those little pins will bend, they will easily break. They're really for just, using in a drill, very low torque, and you're kind of just putting something in that is going to be, not very strong, not very sturdy. It's for just quick use stuff. You don't want to pull out the actual size socket you need. It'll get the job done, but don't use it under a lot of torque. Do not use it with an impact. They are just okay. Would I give this to someone to a gift? Probably not. It's really not that useful. Of course, we're going to find a lot more of, socket sets on Amazon. We're going to find this screwdriver set, which has been rebranded like everywhere. The screwdriver set is everywhere. Harbor Freight has a version of this. Northern Tools got a version of this. You're going to find 10 versions of this on Amazon. There is always something there. We're going to find, actually, this is a great deal. Lexavon Master Wrench hex key set for $30. That looks pretty cool. I love when they give you those like drawer trays like that. So you can set the tool in your drawer in a toolbox, and it looks really, really neat. Of course, we're going to find some Craftsman hand tools on here. Klein Tools actually sells on here as well, too. You're going to find a lot of stuff here. We'll, of course, avoid the Milwaukee stuff. Definitely want to make sure you're buying from an authorized dealer on here. But you're going to find a lot of hand tool brands. This is just the first page here. So let's move on to, say, like sockets. When it comes to mechanics tools, for the most part, sockets, impact sockets, there are three major brands that I have seen that I would definitely say, I would trust any of these three brands. So those three brands are right here. It's going to be Nico, Tecton, and Sunex are the three major brands, with, I would say, Tecton being the #1 brand in my opinion on Amazon. I've bought a number of tools from Tecton. They're trying to make a lot of the stuff made in the USA. They have an excellent warranty where if you break something, you literally just take a photo and you send that photo right to them. They'll send you a new tool back to you. I've heard good stuff about Nico. I've heard good stuff about Sunex. I own a few of their tools, a few sockets here and there is what I've got from them, but they're all very, very similar stuff. But Tecton's kind of always been my go-to. And I will say, cross-shop Tecton's website with Amazon. I actually ended up buying a 3/8 inch impact set, or impact socket set from Amazon, because it was like $54 on the website, but it was like $28 on Amazon. It was the exact same set, exact same model number, same quantity, and it was way, way cheaper on Amazon. I'm not sure if they were like discontinuing it, getting rid of it on Amazon, but it was a fantastic deal on Amazon, and that's where I went for. You're also going to find a lot of other brands, like Casio Man's pretty popular on Amazon. And then check this out, you see that red case here, and you see it's very similar layouts. A lot of this stuff is all made in the same factory. It's just been rebranded. So I'm not saying, some of these sets are going to be bad, but I would be a little wary about that, when you're looking at these sets. Some of them do look very, very similar. Like, check this out. Look at this Nico set right here, 3/8 inch drive, $69. And then look over here at this set. They look very, very similar. Let's pull these two up here. I'm curious to see. We got a $70 difference here with the Nico, which I would trust that brand. And then you got a mixed power set here. So I'm actually really curious to see. This is a 48-piece set here from Mixed Power. Looks all the same. It's all metric SAE in there. We got a couple of adapters. Looks like we got a few other additional extras in here. $56. Got decent ratings. Now the Nico here, what is this? 44-piece. So a little bit less here, but both are super similar sets here. But a little bit more for the Nico there. So I'd be curious to really compare those. I like the lettering on the Nikos there. Definitely not as well. Actually, the Mixed Power is actually pretty good lettering too. So, they're very, very similar, but two totally different brands. So always worth kind of shopping for that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting to kind of see what you're going to find on Amazon. And it's hard, because the Mixed Power stuff, there's always a new brand popping up almost every day on Amazon. It's almost impossible to compare the number of tools that are popping up on Amazon. So that's about what you're going to find, for a lot of the socket stuff on Amazon. You're going to find, Lexivon, I've heard a lot about. Some good stuff about Lexivon as well, too. There's a lot of stuff to check out on Amazon here. But I would say check out the reviews. Just in my opinion, of course, Nico, Tecton, and Sunex are going to be the three major brands here for sockets and mechanics tools on Amazon. Those are definitely the three worth checking out. They've always kind of been around on Amazon, and they've got some really, really good stuff. All right, so let's move on Amazon here. I wanted to show you, if I go to that early Black Friday deals up in the left corner here, and if I click on to Home Improvement, here's what's going to pop up right here. I've got a lot of stuff popping up. It's not all tool related, but you're going to find the tool related stuff kind of hidden in here. Here's a Bosch deal right here. Here's some Bosch combo kits. Let me open this up as well. You're going to find, of course, that universal socket stuff. Here's where you find that skill deals, where if you click on this, it takes you to all the current skill deals right now. So you're going to find that, but of course, you're going to have to dig through all of this stuff. And, not all of this is going to be, quality stuff, but it's worth digging through to find some of the stuff here. So when you get to Bosch here, worth checking this out versus Lowe's as well. Comparing these pricing here. You got a hammer drill here. I think Lowe's has a deal on the hammer drill right now. I don't remember the deal exactly, but always worth comparing, shopping all this stuff right now. Something that looks like a great deal. Check this out, $150 here. This is a 12-volt tool kit. you're going to get actually a pretty cool light. You're going to get a little mini recip saw and a drill plus 2 batteries from Bosch. Looks like a great deal there. Let's see what else we've got here. And here's that Bosch Power Tools and More deal. Notice how we're looking at different deals now in these ranges here. Let me pull that other page back up. Actually, I don't have that up anymore. But yeah, we're looking at, 2 Bosch separate deals here, but it's different tools. So Amazon isn't always the best organized when it comes to a lot of the deals. Always worth to, be careful there whenever you're looking at. Here's the page here. So, I've got this page of deals. This is the combo kit deals, but then I've also got the Bosch Power Tool deals here too. So make sure if you're looking for a specific tool in particular, you definitely search for it and see what the current pricing is. Don't just type in, or go to the Black Friday deals and click the first link. You might not find all those deals that are happening right now. All right, there's a couple other brands of power tools that I've actually heard some really good stuff about. Chemo, I wouldn't say all their stuff is good, but this is one of the tools I've heard raved about by a number of my mechanic friends. Online, I've heard some really good stuff about it. This is a current deal. Looks like it ends in about 50 minutes, actually. This video actually won't go live for another probably 12 hours, but this will probably pop back up again. There is actually a tool-only deal right now for about 40 bucks as well, too. That's actually not even a deal, but 1 battery, 1 charger on this. It's going to be about 56 bucks, which is not a bad deal. If you compare that to, like, say, the Makita ratchet I just bought, which is over $100 by itself, this is very, very similar to the Milwaukee M12 ratchet, which is, still decently expensive. But you can find some decent cordless power tool deals on Amazon with actually somewhat decent brands. However, though, I would definitely do some research on this. I didn't really trust this until I've heard it from at least 4 or 5 people that have used this and said, yes, it does hold up. It does work well. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. There is a ton to cover on Amazon. I could probably keep going for another hour on Amazon. There is so much to check out on Amazon, so many tools to look at. But if you're looking for something particular, I would say, make a list. Whatever you find, definitely add it to your cart and wait for a deal. Now, what I've been doing right now is if I find something I'll definitely want, I will add it to my cart. I will check it on Camel. If it's showing me the lowest price right now, I'll just buy it. You can always, maybe it'll go lower. You never know. But if it's at the lowest price I've ever been at right now, you know what? I'm going for it. So that's kind of how I've been playing Amazon right now. I'm going to maybe look for a few more things on Black Friday. I will say what Amazon might do, and I can't confirm this, but we might see, of course, some of the lowest prices on Amazon, but Amazon might also say, hey, if you're using your Amazon credit card on Black Friday, we'll give you maybe somewhere, between an extra 1 to 5% cash back in your card, so you might get somewhere between maybe 6 to 10% back. I think I've seen it before. Just kind of guessing on that. Not really. That's not confirmed, of course. But you never know what Amazon's going to do. So always worth keeping your eyes out, watch at what's going on here. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay safe out there, guys, and take care. Have a good day.